For over 6 hours, the 5th richest guy on the planet, 5th richest on the books anyway, was grilled by Washington's band of lawmaking, individual rights trampling, warmongering, race-baiting political psychopaths because they care about Americans. It was yet another in a long line of televised psychological operations that attempted to get the American people to falsely believe that politicians care about you. They care about your privacy. They care about your well-being as they continue to craft laws that make us less free, less prosperous, and more susceptible to the spy networks that operate through Facebook. This is just one of many examples of utter nincompoopery flowing from the mouth of Representative Al Green from Texas's 9th Congressional District.
Sir, is it true that the Libra Association oversees the Libra project?
Congressman, yes.
And is it true that global corporations make up the association?
Congressman, the association is made of, today, 21 companies and nonprofit organizations as well.
Of the 21, how many are headed by women?
How many are headed by women?
Women? Women. Oh, women!
Women. Wait, what? How many are headed by women?
Now, what the hell kind of question is that? And who the hell cares what gender any kind of organization is run by? Wouldn't the primary concern for any rational, non-biased, non-sexist, non-racist individual be, is the organization being run by someone who is competent to run such an organization?
Congressman, I do not know the answer to that off the top of my head, but I can get it for you.
Well, I believe you can get it, Mr. Zuckerberg, but one would assume that you would know who heads these corporations that are going to be running this global company.
Now, at this point, as the 5th richest guy on Earth, you'd think he'd say something like, "Doesn't matter to me if they're male or female." And it shouldn't, frankly, matter to you either, Mr. Green. The bottom line is, can the person do the job? But because you, Mr. Green, seem to be sexist and can't get your head out of your ass long enough to see that, I can see why you can't come to terms with performance-based placement of employees rather than placement based on sex. But because Zuckerberg himself is caught in the overwhelming vortex of political correctness, he feels he has to watch his P's and Q's as he navigates through the murky waters of the congressional swamp.
How many of them are minorities, Mr. Zuckerberg?
Congressman, I do not know off the top of my head.
Here's what Zuck could have said if he wasn't a slave to the governed media corporatocracy. Well, Mr. Green, now it appears that not only are you sexist, you're clearly racist. Not only can you not come to terms with performance-based placement of people within my company, you seem to be unable or unwilling to subscribe to the content of character over color of skin admonition of Martin Luther King. So I'm very sorry to see that I'm being addressed by a racist in the halls of Congress. So what's your next question, bud?
Are there any members of the LGBTQ+ community associated with this association, Mr. Zuckerberg?
LGBTQ+ community.
LGBTQ+ community.
LGBTQ+ community.
Congressman, the way you said that was super creepy. And are you suggesting that I make it my business what the sexual orientation of my employees and prospective employees happens to be? Because if you are, it seems to me that you're proposing that I be discriminatory in my hiring process. Then Mr. Green asks this.
Mr. Zuckerberg, is it true that the overwhelming majority of persons associated with this endeavor are white men?
White men.
Oh my God, baby. Al Green just pulled the race card. He pulled the race card. I seen him do it. I seen him do it.
What the hell did you just say?
Is it true that the overwhelming majority of persons associated with this endeavor are white men? White men.
White men.
At this point, if I was Zuckerberg, I would close my binder, stand up, and say, well, since it's obvious that this House Financial Services Committee is made up of a bunch of racist, bigoted, sexually focused misfits, I don't see any reason why I should continue answering any more race-baiting questions. With that, what do you guys think about this bread and circuses line of questioning from a band of corporate employees who don't give a damn about the American people? Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comments section below, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video. If you would, help me overcome YouTube's censorship and suppression by sharing this video everywhere you can on social media. Before you go, check out our new shirt designs in the shirt store. Here's the Beta Hates America design. Hell no, you're not taking my AR-15. And nobody needs an AR-15. Well, nobody needs a whiny little bitch either. And yet, here you are. And against all enemies, Democrat and Republican. There are over 90 other kick-ass designs in the store, and the link's in the description. Your purchase supports the message of freedom on this channel. If you get something out of this content, help me beat YouTube's censorship algorithms by liking and sharing this video. And while you're here, why not watch a couple more of my videos? Until next time, stand firm, stay vigilant, and for the sake of all that is right and good, stop giving your rights away to tyrannical psychopaths who want to destroy this country.